All right, welcome to Money Never Sleeps. This is a show where we talk about anything and everything that impacts the flow of money from around the corner to around the world. Last week, and happy Monday, by the way. Last week, crazy week. We saw things that happened. I spoke about it a couple of times. I tweeted out some things. It's a very unique scenario that's going on, but you look at it a little deeper. There are things going on that we don't know about. When we don't, we that's beyond our pay grade. But with the Reddit army and the Wall Street bets and all the stuff that's going on, they push companies' stocks, not just the company stocks like Gamestop, AMC, Bed Bath and Beyond. They push them to the stratosphere, right? And a lot of these stocks are coming in. All right, a short squeeze came into play. You had the companies that were heavily short with all these issues. Now, shorting it's in itself, is that a bad thing? Well, it's a bet. It's a bet, and when you short, high risk, high risk. When you go long a stock, just so you know, your downside risk is zero. So if you buy a stock at 10, your downside risk is $10. Now you're shorted at 10, your risk on the downside is unlimited. That stock goes to 100, your risk continues to go higher. So, you know, right now you have a lot of hedge funds that short. They do it. I have a problem with it? In 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 its in theory, it makes sense because it keeps people honest, right? Now, here goes the problem. You have stock loan departments for a lot of major brokerage firms. They go and they lend out the stock when another institution they want to borrow stock, they lend it. Now, my question with that, and this is where it gets a little funny, is that if I have stock at a brokerage firm, I'm not told that I have to go and check something or send a letter or something or fill out a form to prevent them from lending my stock out. First of all. Second of all, okay, if you have a company that has, let's say, 10 million shares issued and outstanding, how in the world can the company be short? The short position be 15 million shares. How is that even possible? There's not 15 million shares out there. So that's where I have a problem with it. Okay, if you're going and you're shorting because you're betting that the company did something wrong, something happened, they're not going to meet the numbers, so on and so forth. I get it. You're buying puts. I get it. But going in and doing these, having these naked shorts and stuff, this is what creates havoc. It destroys companies. It destroyed the Lehmans and the Bear Stearns. It destroyed them. They made movies about this stuff. Okay, so it's bad. It's bad. They need to do something. The SEC, the regulators need to do something to change those rules. At least, the shorting in itself, for what it's meant to do, is not a bad thing. It keeps people honest, right? And that's what it should do. So, you look at valuations. The valuations, the market cap of these companies right now are through the roof. GameStop is through the roof. AMC is through the roof. Now you take a company like AMC, you look at it, at the business that it's in. Okay, the company is in deep debt, losing money month on month, quarter on quarter. They said it. They were on the ropes. Okay, now if investors are going in because they believe in it, yeah, you do that, but at the end of the day, it doesn't stop the fundamentals of the company. The fundamentals aren't there. Where's the company going to go? Okay, where's the value add? What other investors are going to come in after you? So if you're that guy that bought it at 15, 16, $20, okay, and you're in it because you believe in it and you're part of the Wall Street bets and Reddit army, whatever you're doing, and you're jumping in there because you're following the trend and you're holding on to it for dear life, you don't know what's going to happen. The stock can go to a buck, a half a buck. You don't know when the real value comes out, when they announce their numbers and things of that nature. Got to be careful. GameStop, different story. I think it's going to come in a lot more than it is, but fundamentally, the company's in a great position for the future once they figure things out. You know, Gaming is not going away. Between virtual reality, augmented reality, things of that nature, this company has a place for the future. So there's growth potential now. Did it meet the numbers that it's at right now? No, not yet. But is it going out of business? Nah, it's not going to go out of business. I think the company's going to have legs once they figure everything out. So, you keep an eye on that one. Um, Going into the commodity sector, something I know a lot about. You have, it's funny, on, I guess it was a Wall Street Bets or Reddit or whatever, they were going and touting silver to push silver, and people going in, the silver is going up 25, 26, 28, $30, whatever it is. It's insane. Silver is not is not such a rare commodity that it should be valued at that price. It shouldn't be. A silver within itself, 15, $16, and I get it. Not where it's at right now, because people, you got to understand is that when they were going after GameStop, AMC, and Bed Bath Beyond, all these companies, you had a major short position. On a commodity, you're not going to have that. Okay, and the exchange at any given time, they can change the margin requirements, and boom, pull the rug right up from underneath you, and you won't even know what hits you. You got to be careful. People out there, they're buying bars and everything else. They're hoarding. I mean, what are we going to have? The Walking Dead, the apocalypse going on? No. Don't follow the herd. Be smart. Look at the value of what you're getting involved with. It's okay to go in there and have a movement, because I remember Occupy Wall Street, the first day, people, the first day that it came up, I was down Liberty Park. I was down there, and I saw the first five people and two news media. They were international, Italy and something else. They were there. Okay, I was there, saw the people, saw the signs, didn't know what was going on. Took a whole bunch of pictures myself, which I'll share one day. And the bottom line is, within a week, you had tens of thousands of people all over the place. It became something, protesting, everything else. Did that have an impact? You have people in their ivory towers. They're looking down. They're laughing. They're running around. What impact are you having by running around with a Starbucks latte? Crying. Destroy Wall Street. Come on, please. What's happening right now is it's different. It fundamentally changes a lot of things. So, with saying that, you know, if you're gonna have that change, great. You believe in a company, I applaud you. But just make sure that the companies that you're going into, you're not just following the herd. You start understanding what's going on. Okay, I know that you want to stick it to the shorts and everything else. Great, I get it. But at the same time, just remember, at the end of the day, someone's going to be holding the bag. These stocks, nothing goes up in a straight line. Stocks go, and you could see them, they'll go up and down, up and down, up and down. And then this is what happens. Nothing goes up in a straight line. If something goes up in a straight line, be careful, because it's going to crash at some point in time. So you're going to have the peaks and the valleys moving forward. You have to understand that now, if you're in it at a high level, either you're getting out or you're in for the long haul. Okay, if you bought GameStop at 400 right now, if it's in the twos and going back to like 170 or something, that's at that level, I can see it kind of balancing out a little bit, maybe 150, balancing out a little bit, and then coming back up. Do I think it's going to be at it's going to go down to some crazy to double the single digits? No, not at all. The company is not insolvent. The company is not going to hit that proverbial brick wall. It's going to, because the industry it's in, and it's a great industry, and it's a lot of growth there. And I think they're going to start changing things up. Trust me, people, you're not dealing with a blockbuster. You're dealing with a company that is looking at the future. So they're embracing it all, and it's going to be very interesting. AMC, different story. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take them a lot of time to recoup and regenerate. Okay, because Hollywood's not in force. You may have stuff going on in Georgia and overseas and filming stuff, but who's going to the movies right now? Even with the pandemic, what's going on? Who wants to be in a crowded theater? Not me. Okay, when you have video on demand and stuff like that going on, people are watching stuff at home with their friends. You know, Now, what's the purpose of a watch party? I don't know. I don't think I want to look at somebody and watch a movie. I just want to watch the movie. So that stuff is ridiculous, but they have them. People, they like it, not me. I want to watch the movie. I want to watch the movie. If it's there, that's what I want to watch. Okay, so now going back to what's happening, okay, I understand the movement. And I think this is, things are changing. The retail investor wants control of their destiny. Okay, they don't want to be controlled as they have been. So I get it. I love the concept. Let it be a free market. Let it be a fair market. Let people have the opportunity to win, lose, based on what's, on trading. Not that someone comes in with with capital reserves through the roof, and they decide that hey, you know what? We're going to go and we're going to hit this stock hard today because this is the stock we choose to destroy. Okay, that's been happening for so long. Made movies about it, and the bottom line is you can look at the original Wall Street Money Never Sleeps. You can look at all these movies that, that were like, what was it, Margin Call, listen, all these movies that talked about this stuff. And you know what, look at documentaries. I mean, you see the stuff that's out there. You have to be smart in what you do. Okay, going in and going long a commodity like silver, okay, because you're following the herd. You know, I don't think it's a smart move. I think people that they really think that they're going and buying bars, they're taking, silver out of the market supply. Yeah, they're going to mine more. That's why these mining companies are going to go higher. That's what you're doing. You're making them go higher. And maybe is that the play? Is that the play now? It's not silver, but maybe it's the mining companies. Okay, because they have to mine more to deliver more to your doorstep, or to the commodity exchange, for them to go and have exchange physical, or hold it in their vaults because they need to, and things of that nature. I don't know. I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm not a guru here. I'm just looking at things from my perspective and my years of experience. I'm just looking at it for what it is. All right. You have a lot of people out there that are smarter than I am, that have done a lot more than I have, that have been more successful in this than I have. And the bottom line is, you can listen to them, get their input. Okay, my input is my input. Take it or leave it. But I think it's something of value. When you're looking at what's happening if you don't understand it. Same way when people don't understand crypto. People are going in, they're jumping into Bitcoin and stuff because they're following the herd. Understand what you're getting involved with. Bitcoin within itself, do I see Bitcoin being 50, 100,000 at some point, as other, people think that's going to go higher? I think that at some point it'll go to 50,000 because you have a limited supply out there, and as long as they have a utility for it, it'll continue to go. They're looking at it more as a commodity, which they probably should. Okay, and if you're looking at any crypto, you have to look at what it's there for, and the utility, whether that utility is there right now, or there's a perceived utility for the future. Even if you have that, there's value. Just beware of all the nonsense that's out there. You have too much bull crap out there, and you can get burnt. And going back to, the Wall Street bets and everything else, just be aware, commodity market, much different than the stock market, much different. You can get burnt in a hurry. You can get burnt in a hurry. So just be careful. And with your equity investments, just be aware of the company that you're getting involved with. You want to make sure that the fundamentals are there for you, to see the company grow. If you're a long term player, great, you hold on to it. You'll see the ups and the downs. Eventually, it'll work out. If you're just a trader, ouch. You're gonna feel some pain if you get stuck in a trade. If you're trading in and out, in and out, who knows? But I think at the end of the day, if the Securities and Exchange Commission, if they don't go, or the federal government, whatever, they don't go and change regulations to have it be that, you can't short a company. Like GameStop was short, what, 250 something percent of the stock that's out there. That shouldn't be. And for all you people, all you Wall Street betters and Reddit army, whatever you're doing out there and you're following the herd, the only thing that I can tell you is to avoid you getting shorted again, because it could happen. The thing went high. You think that someone's not going to say, hey, this is a little bit too high. Let's go in there and short the crap out of it and knock it down. It could happen. It can happen in a hurry. All right. So the only thing I can say to you is, go to your brokerage firms, tell them you do not want them lending your stock out to anyone. Put it in writing, get the document, whatever document they have, so that you don't have to, the stock loan department can't lend out your stock. You do that, at least you help, minimize the short damage. Anyway, that's about it for this edition of Money Never Sleeps. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back with you in the next few days with some more insight, and I'll talk about some other things that I see going on. All right, you guys take care. Thank you.